Mandarin,
Yes,
you're here with me.
I am indeed for another game today.
I'm
the fifth
Stunts
time.
fan.
Good to meet you. Are you guys ready to see who will take the series?
I am. Aster versus EG game number 3. I mean, the first 2 games have definitely given us different play styles, kind of. If you delete yesterday, I guess. But in the grand scheme of things, it is different.
Yeah.
But now we're seeing it over and over again.
Yeah.
And that concerns me a bit, I suppose. But, you know, these little meta shifts happen throughout these tournaments. Aster hasn't looked good until this series, for 1 game at least. EG, I think, has been more solid than Aster overall.
I would agree with that. They've been more consistent.
And they have the best carry in this patch.
And I think their EG's peak has also been higher than Aster's. EG's best game was better than Aster's best game. So I definitely feel like on paper, this is this is the kind of game that EG should be winning as a 2-1. And I also think this game, they have the draft for it. How many games have we seen Morphling pop off without being hard countered? And I don't see the hard counters here. I see the idea. They have Doom, they have Wind Ranger who could buy Diffusal, potentially, and just really run him down, or maybe Gleipnir's enough damage. And the Bloodseeker against Timber matchup is pretty decent. We've seen many teams have some success with that. And they've also forced Panda off of his Undying, which has been one of EG's most instrumental heroes. So,
yeah.
I think Aster have definitely done their prep for this game. My biggest concern for them is that their team fight is a little bit, how to say, unpredictable, almost. Like, how do you structure a fight to get it on your terms? You have this, like, Shackle Shot needs to land, which is situational and positional based. Rupture really depends on the enemy heroes being the right target, first of all, and being in the position that you want. Neither of your supports really have major teamfight spells unless Rubik steals Chakram here. So it's a lot to look out for. And Aster, one of their Achilles heels has been that they haven't necessarily been the most coordinated team. I guess in a way this lineup helps with that, because I don't think their heroes need to coordinate particularly well. It's a lot down to individual plays, like big plays from Sumail, big plays from the Rubik, and Doom finding the right targets, and XXS is definitely in his element on that hero, so we'll see.
It's funny, though. EG not only get what many consider to be the best carry right now in this patch in the Morphling, but they get arguably the best hero in the game in Timbersaw, as XXS getting gone on, but a nice telekinesis from Siamese Cat will help him survive.
Yeah, pretty rare instance of Pichu playing offlane as support.
Yeah, that's true.
That is, he's playing the 4. I guess he will be playing 5 Rubik, but playing the lane together with XXS has almost always been Baboka. These two have played together for many years. Sumail laying a beat down onto C-Smile here. He has thirst. He has thirst. He could keep going. I actually think that power shot might have saved C-Smile. I think Sumail could have just kept running at him and clicking him there.
Potentially. Well, he can try to do it now. Although there is a water rune sitting there for C-Smile. Okay. Forcing him to not go the easy route. Yeah, that's going to be pretty annoying for C-Smile.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Can I... Okay, this isn't really related. I guess it's kind of related. Am I overstating how good Necro is against Morphling? Why is this hero not picked as a counter?
I mean, I saw the morph
maybe it was banned. I don't know.
I don't think so. I saw the Morph Timber and I was like, that's a really good idea, but maybe there were some secondary concerns in this game for the Necro. I actually think the Lion matchup's pretty annoying for that hero.
Yeah, that's true.
But aside from that, wouldn't have minded it. If you have a good time and you get some nice farm, maybe the lane matchups weren't good enough, maybe C-Smile. I don't know if he even plays the hero. I don't actually know if anyone on EG plays Necrophos. So if nobody's comfortable with it, then it doesn't matter how good it is.
Yeah,
but I could have definitely...
surely somebody can play that hero. But, yeah.
Always say EG, I mean Aster, of course.
Right.
So on Aster, who would play Necrophos?
Well,
I don't know.
Sumail mid, potentially.
Is that a Sumail hero?
No, it's not, but I'm sure you can play it.
Yeah.
I mean, it just all comes down to if you think it's good enough to counter this hero. Because it's always hovering at below half HP. You feel like that could have some values. Well, Fire Blast into the Blood Grenade. Panda with the waveform now on Pakaz. That looks to be first blood for him. And couldn't ask for a better hero to have that on.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They don't really have a... Well, let's not talk more about the Morphling matchups because I'm just trying to understand why teams are not picking more counters to it because it just seems to win all the time.
Blood grenade.
Yep, that was a blood grenade. He's not going to be able to dodge the power shot Fade Bolt combo. Down goes C Smile.
And he X'd him.
That's the, yeah, that's the Yapsor special.
The legacy key for Fade Bolt. I will never forget. I'm going to X him. The good old times when I was young.
Yeah, barely remember
30 years ago.
So your thoughts on Windrunner as a mid right now? We've had this conversation before, but it has been a few days since.
I think it's his best role, personally.
Okay.
I don't like the Wind Ranger carry nearly as much as the mid. I think it utilizes levels really well because it gets fast focus fire. It ganks side lanes. The way it plays in general, I find to be more of a playmaker than a hard carry role. I think some teams do a good job, more so than others, with playing it safely, and I think it might feel like it's a pretty straightforward hero to play as a carry, but I think there's a pretty significant quality difference in even in the players in this tournament with how well they pull it off. So it might just not be for everyone. Maybe it's good as a carry, but some players just don't really completely nail it and figure it out. Hard to say, really. But from mid, it seemed a lot more consistent to me among the players. That doesn't mean it's been owning every game, but there's been more of like a normalized level of impact.
In the beginning of the patch, that's what Sumail absolutely crushed people on as well.
Panda bot, Monet.
Yep, the gank attempt with the Fire Blast Ignite combo and Whisper's burst damage going to be more than enough. So Monet will have to TP back momentarily. See Smile in the meantime. He gets ganked again mid.
Different focus points for the teams.
Second death.
Aster are focusing on giving Sumail a good game.
Which is what we saw at the Berlin Major.
Yeah. And EG are focusing on shutting down Monet a little bit. So different areas of focus in the game. Can't say with confidence this one is better than the other, but this creep, by the way, is very good against Morphling Doom with the mana burn. This move, though, is very high impact from Aster. They're getting some serious damage on this tower.
They sure are. Panda trying to tank through some of this, but the cookie is not going to be enough. A nice power shot from Sumail.
The Siege Creep's still alive, right? Just tank it with illusions? Oh, they let the Siege Creep die.
They do.
Huh.
Tomato also died in that engagement, RIP.
Little bit of a blunder from Sumail there. I think you definitely tank the tower with your illusions there, and then you tank it with Windrun, and you get that tower. At the end of the day, they'll probably get it anyway, but it might take a little longer. Sumail is back to try to get that done.
Yeah, it's going to be... Is that deniable yet? Let's see.
It is.
Yes, it is. And it will be denied.
7-minute mid tower.
Yeah, not too bad.
Gaming. Enchantress Gaming.
Definitely a good hero. Matthew gets one. Siamese Cat gets the other. Mud Golem now onto C-Smile. He cannot afford to die a third time. Focus fire as well, but Panda's here with the Fire Blast, but Baboka continuing the pressure and ends up, again, just being such an easy kill. Baboka all over the map, and Sumail's having himself a great start to the game.
Middle tower is under attack.
On the flip side, though, EG's other cores are doing very well. So both Timber and Morph are having a great time, and ultimately this kind of even things out. And if there's one hero on the EG side you want to have a good start, it is the Morph, right? And they have not managed to stop him at all. The panelists talked this to death. We see teams not really countering Morphling. We see Morphling winning. We'll see if this game ends up being any different. I think there's a lot of pressure on Sumail and on XXS to find a way. Because the problem is Lincoln's so good this game, right? Like Morphling, you get such an amazing multi-purpose out of it against both the... So we see Baboka might be in trouble here. Okay.
Yeah, Mortimer's is there. And actually does get the kill. He was trying to leech as much XP as possible. He got a decent amount.
Oh.
But it was shared many different ways.
But yeah, Lincoln's on Morph. You get it against Doom. You get it against the Wind Ranger combo, so she can only use Focus Fire or Shackle, but not both. And will help him out a great deal. Guess Sumail will Focus Fire this tower. Oh, he's actually just going to attack it. No ult used. Slow and steady can also win the race, as we've seen in this patch recently.
Yeah, apparently. Monet's going to take an impale with the burst damage from Whisper. Chakram not quite enough, though. It has Timber Chain, but he misses it and is ruptured as well.
Oh, that hurts.
He had the angle. Now Whisper is going to take a beating, but the rupture will dissipate. And now the TP out. That feels very bad.
Getting a Doom.
I do too.
I'm seeing a dead Nakaz.
Trying to deny himself. Ambitious there, but ends up being a very good kill for Aster.
Damn, look at this warding from EG. That bottom area is just plastered.
Here we go with the replay again.
A cause regardless. I mean, it's understandable he wants to go for the short one. If he goes for the long one, he might be worried he gets traded away, taking more rupture damage, getting closer to the tower, but that kill would have been real nice for sure. Still, they get the bigger one. Or rather, that's the other way around. They lose the bigger one, so not so great. Getting Morph killed off there.
Good effort.
Aster. Yeah, I tried. But yeah, look at this EG vision. Very coverage.
Very big coverage as Panda. It's up the Ignite.
Bloodlust, he's fast.
He's very big and fast. Cookie is going to make the connection with the Chakram to follow. He's not going to miss that Timber Chain. Nice impale as well. Mortimers, they get the Hex off, so Mail gets bursted by the finger. So one stack, I should say.
That's an Earth Spike buff right there. The old Earth Spike might not have reached Mail in time.
Yeah, that's
flew out very
possibly
fast.
True. Needs all the buffs he can get.
Yeah. I love Lion. I know he's not your favorite hero, but it's a very entertaining hero to watch.
Just because of his ult.
Finger's cool. I mean, it's just an assassin support, right? It's fun.
No comment.
High impact plays when the hero is good. Not so high impact plays aside from that. It's a very
everybody has a hero
support.
Everybody has a hero they just can't stand. Okay, yeah. That's my hero. That's just the way it is. It doesn't need to be logical. It doesn't need to make any sense.
I know. I've learned that about you.
Yep. Take that as a compliment. Yeah. My American genes.
Case in point, it doesn't need to make sense indeed.
Now Sumail working on the Diffusal, which pretty good against Morphling, of course.
Yeah, he gets an okay amount of damage out of that as well as a universal hero. It's not Gleipnir, but still the stats are okay.
Yeah.
At the very least. Also not the worst against Timber. Sure, you might not be able to kill him with Focus Fire, but you can at least drain him.
Yep, that's
not
fair.
ideal. It is, of course, mainly against the Morph, but there is a little bit of a silver lining against the Windrainer's worst matchup in this game in the Timber. Although, arguably, you could also say Morphling is a bad matchup when he's farmed enough. He turns into you, he uses Windrun, shackles you and kills you.
Is that going to be his? Is it going to be him or the Bloodseeker that he wants to turn into?
I think the Windranger is the best. You can, of course, get doomed after you use Windrun, and then you can't get out of trouble, but you're going to, once again, have the Lincolns try to cover you for that. It's a fast Midas.
Yeah.
Coming out here for
Vanguard Midas, and going to be next item BKB. Actually, yeah, he already has the Ogre Club, or Ogre Axe. Jesus. I've been calling it Ogre Club this whole time.
Yes. It was called Ogre Club at one point in Dota.
I know. I just feel like that came out so naturally. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
Ogre Axe.
I feel like we've had this conversation a couple of times, right?
Literally 2 days ago, probably.
Yeah, I feel that way.
Octarine is up and running for Whisper, who's smoked up right now. Pretty much go for it straight up. Mortimer's kisses. Sumail assassinated by Matthew.
Don't you just love Lion?
Seconds. I mean, the finger.
I hecking love Lion.
The finger's cool.
Yes. It is
Matthew,
so satisfying.
Has he played Lion this tournament? I know others have.
Maybe once.
Monet gets off the rupture. C-Smile's coming as well.
This is a painful
Cookie
kill,
will
but they'll get it.
Hurt, but it's well worth it. Let's see, Smile will get the kill with the Cookie itself. Great transition over. So 2 big core kills in the last 30 seconds for EG.
Monet has been
a 2K
seriously crippled this game. Look at his net worth compared to the Morph. 2K behind. It's all these successful ganks. Sure, you've killed Morph with the Doom one time, but Monet trailing him in a big way. And Bloodseeker, not a good hero to play from behind. Part of the reason it's so meta right now is that he generally doesn't get into that position, but EG have been very successful at finding him on multiple occasions this game. And Morph with the Lincolns now is going to be a lot harder to keep under the same amount of pressure.
It's crazy. I know that Winter and them were talking about this, but C-Smile, how many times did he die? 3 times?
Yeah.
Well, he's gotten 3 kills now, and he's higher net worth than Sumail by a long shot. 1,200 already. That's crazy.
Yep.
That is this patch, I guess.
Absolutely. I mean, Sumail's 1, 2, and 4. He's been getting assists, but not the kills.
Yep.
So.
And Whisper, or not Whisper, C-Smile.
Nice Shackle.
He's going to get initiated on. Inhibited.
Oh, that's
Telekinesis
a good thing.
back,
Good
but it's
stun.
stuns too. Nicely done. Waveform from Pakaz. Baboka! Okay, the power shot does finish the job on the C-Smile. Aster really needed that. They're going to lose 2 supports, but Pakaz increasing his farm as a result of that rotation.
That was a really good tentacle surprise from Lion, from Fog there. That Earth Spike, beautiful. Gonna see the replay here. So nice Shackle on the range creep, but look at that. Oh, what a beauty. And C-Smile almost lives. That's without this snipe from Sumail, he will survive this Ignite. Ooh. I think, was it Ignite even? Was this stolen Ignite? I'm actually not sure.
It looked like it.
Anyway. You do at least get that 1 return kill, but another advantage EG.
Yeah, we've seen Morphling on the top of the net worth a lot this tournament. And
yeah,
not a whole lot brings
not
him down.
Dropped down again, exactly. Whenever Morph has been here, I feel like he's kind of, you know, just stayed there.
Yep.
Until the end. So, Aster, that is not good news for them.
Other than Diffusal, are there any items that you think teams aren't going for that potentially would be good against a Morphling?
I think maybe there's not enough hexes, but the tricky thing about it is that it doesn't give that much damage, so you still need someone to be able to kill him. It's not only about the lockdown, it's the fact that you need so much of both. You need so much lockdown and so insanely much damage to kill him off without letting him play. I think your best solution in this game is absolutely going to be the Doom, so I think more than anything, make sure you can get the Doom on that guy. And then even if he's attribute shifting as you Doom him, at the very least he's doing no damage in the fight, then you can just go on other heroes.
It does feel like a lot of the Dooms on Morphling have come after the attribute shift. There's been a couple that have not been the case. It feels like they almost always have time to hit that button. Oh,
Matthew gets found by Sumail.
Yep. Tentacle surprise misses, much to his surprise.
Oh, time to juke.
Getting juked a bit. XXS, they spot him though, and there's the Shackle to cancel the TP. And they end up stealing Hex.
That's a good steal.
Does him in.
Long duration on that Rubik. Only level 2 Hex, but still opens up another avenue to gank Morphling. So potentially we could see Aster look for an aggressive smoke move. I mean, this kill on Lion, it's nice and all, but it's not really moving the game forward. You're spending the 3-hero gank time on that. In the meantime, Pakaz is just playing the map, chilling.
All right, I'm a little disappointed in EG right now. You have Gobble up from C-Smile. We need to see Aghanim Scepter on Whisper, okay? We need to have that activation of reactive armor, and just before it blows, you throw them in, and
Sounds very easy. You just need to prepare it 10 seconds in advance.
I mean, you have to admit, it does sound cool, though.
It does. It's really good for YouTube videos, not so good for Pro Dota.
You never know.
Yeah.
DD on Sumail. Mortimers. No, okay, the Scatter Blast was more than enough.
Okay.
C-Smile gets ruptured, TP's out. Man, what a recovery for him. And Baboka getting chased by Whisper. That caused some TPs to come in. Oh, he's killed all the trees, so the Shackle won't connect, but the Focus Fire into the Doom should be enough to at least get him. And they
Enough
will.
Damage here available for Matthew. He's going to need C-Smile to throw him in.
Yep, the Ignite comes out from Panda. Power shot clips Matthew. Might be able to walk away. Panda will be the sacrifice then for EG.
He could finger Ench.
Yeah, he's going to try for it. Oh,
the raindrop.
Waveform from Pakaz. They're going to be able to clean up the support Rubik. Whee! That was close.
Oh, my
he actually hits it from downtown. And now the right clicks commence into the nuke from Pakaz. What a Hail Mary.
That was a headshot. That was straight on.
I thought you were going to say something else. Straight on.
I did too. But then I realized what I was about to say was that was straight on the body, and then it's not a headshot anymore, so I couldn't say that.
So you just stopped talking.
That's the secret.
Classic.
I mean, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like that's a 4-pointer right there. That is just... Oh. Okay, that's not even remotely close to a headshot, but, you know, whatever.
That was really nice.
Nice aim.
Man.
Yep.
Yep, drink that up.
It's the so-called SA aim.
That's right. Of course, there is Monster in that can. I mean, that's just how it goes.
Right.
Into the Roche pit, Pakaz and company goes. And they're going to get the Aegis for free. So that's a 20-minute Roche.
It's Torment time.
Yeah.
I mean, we've gobbled.
Gobble time. Baboka will be able to outrun it. Love the sound effects for that.
Yep.
Dire's middle tower
And then there's Blood Grenade that doesn't make a sound effect.
Yeah.
Radiant's
What sound effect do you want for Blood Grenade?
I've already said it's just like screaming. Yeah. Just, I mean, it's blood. It costs HP.
Like
what else would it be?
that stock sound of a screaming woman.
Yeah. Just the most, whatever's copyright free, so Valve doesn't put in any work, right?
Yeah, like the one they use for Enrage on Ursa. I feel like I've heard that in 4 different video games and movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure that's not a Valve original.
Huh. Well, today I learned.
Have you... I feel like every bear makes that sound in movies when they go rabid. The Enrage of Ursa. I could have sworn I've heard that multiple times before.
Well, that's a tier 2 tower, and they are
It's
all
Torment
next
time.
to the Tormentor. And Aster can't do anything about it.
It's also Morphin time.
It is.
And Matthew will get the Mana Drain upgrade, so we'll hit multiple targets and give him that debuff immunity. Not the best game for it. You're not really killing any illusions. You're not really... It's okay, but it's mainly good for protection.
I mean, what would the...
Here it comes!
Pakaz
Boom!
from downtown again. Whisper. They're going to be able to burst down the Rubik, but Whisper taking a lot of damage. Ruptured and completely demolished. Not a good trade
nice
for
shackle.
EG. Shackle onto 2. Pakaz will probably have to use the Aegis here.
That's funny.
Well, wait for... Forgot he was playing Morphling.
Good one.
Lobby. Sumail looking for somebody to snipe, but nobody's low enough now. So it ends up just being a 1-for-1, but I mean, that is a valuable kill for Aster.
I think it's time for Whisper to buy Lincolns, as he's getting thrown into Doom. It's a bit tough spot to be in. In you go. I mean, that's the nice thing about playing Core Snap. You just throw your allies into death, and then you clean up, but...
Some good stuff.
I mean, they immediately double-teamed him there with Rupture as well as Doom. That was not going to happen.
Yep.
Quick on the reaction there, Aster. But yeah, Morphling turning into Bloodseeker is not bad either, obviously. Getting the Blood Rage, getting the move speed.
And if you have Shard and he doesn't, meaning Bloodseeker doesn't, you still get his Shard, right?
Yeah. But you have to stay in Bloodseeker form, which is a big problem, right?
Yeah, that's true. But it is pure damage.
It is good.
It's good.
It is definitely good.
But not exactly the most tanky targets on Aster other than the Doom. So maybe it doesn't matter that much.
I think you're more likely on Morph to just approach a Scotty at some point. Just you can turn into the Bloodseeker, cast Blood Rage on yourself, cast a Blood Rage, turn back to yourself, and waveform in the Scotty.
And the game ends, I guess, right there, right?
That's it.
That's how it works.
All right, Dire more bounty runes. Good job, Dire.
Well done.
I wonder if we, at some point during this tournament, can get a stat on how many games Radiant has got more bounty runes than Dire.
Well,
if you were to guess, what do you think the percentage of games is? I think it's like 20.
Well, okay, how about this? This might be better. At the 25-minute mark.
Yeah.
Instead of, because a lot of it's always going to be based on who wins.
Yeah, if Radiant is
if it's 25-minute, I'm genuinely going to say 90-10. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah,
unless we are just getting unbelievably biased producers here.
Yeah.
Which is definitely possible.
It would be a funny social experiment that they've just given us wrong stats the whole time. And it's always been Radiant. and it's just straight up propaganda.
Oh boy, high ground defense is going to be difficult here for Aster. Cause with the Aegis. Only for another, well, it's less than a minute now.
I'm hearing a wee!
Yep, I heard it too.
Oh, it was just a creep, okay. Because... Oh, he didn't dodge
the tower.
right,
XXS, he wants to go in? No. All right, EG gonna reset now that that Aegis is about to expire.
Pakas will be going Satanic first instead of Scotty. Interesting choice. I don't know what his reasoning is here. Pakas generally has very intelligent item builds, but this one I don't quite see. Maybe it's his way of being able to just stand and deliver against a running rampant Bloodseeker and keeping his place in the fight. Obviously can't use it if he's doomed. This item is just not good when you're doomed. It doesn't give status resist anymore. I don't know.
I mean, you get lifesteal.
Yeah.
If you're ruptured or doomed, you can stand your ground and you get lifesteal. I mean, I don't know if that's enough, but as the Tormentor, EG will get their second shard of the game, and it's going to go to Whisper. So we got the Flamethrower on.
Flamethrower. So
I
it's
keep
a kind of
clicking
nice
on Whisper, hoping that he's building Ags, but I'm disappointed each time. We'll see it one day. I mean, you're going to gobble up a Flamethrower Timbersaw. You might as well add the reactive armor burst into that. Okay, I don't even know off the top of my... How much damage does that do, if it worked?
Like 1,000, I guess, roughly.
You could just kill a support almost.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not including any Timbersaw spells, right? Which
That's just the explosion plus the gobble up.
Yeah.
That's about 1k.
That's pretty good.
It is pretty good, but it takes some serious planning.
Yeah, well, they got time.
Yeah, need to have a meeting beforehand.
Well, they've paused a lot in this tournament.
Take a little pause, rally around the table tennis table, lay out the war map.
Yeah. Satanic is officially picked up.
And obviously he beats the average time of this item by 10 minutes because people don't generally buy this as third item on Morph.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes, but usually this is a fourth or fifth choice.
Yeah, his inventory is looking... It kind of looks weird, actually.
It does look a little bit odd, so that's why I was trying to wrap my head around what the logic is, because you can't necessarily hit Windranger with your Satanic. You can't necessarily hit Bloodseeker because he's really fast and he can reset away. So I wonder if it is just like what you say, you just want that stable lifesteal, so if you do get doomed, you can stand and just attack and you have more health. You're giving your teammates time to save you.
Is there any
dispel
that he would... I mean,
I was looking at that too, not really.
Yeah, Blood Right.
I guess you can dispel Blood Right, but at that point, don't you just want to buy Manta instead? That's what we've seen most Morphs go for.
Yeah.
Interesting to not see that item being picked up at all this game by the Morphling. And he's still not planning on it. He's going Butterfly next.
Okay.
That's a slow Octarine for XXS.
Yeah.
Compared to the norm.
Really
he has not deviated particularly much from the standard build here. Actually, that's not true. He went BKB first. A lot of players have been going Midas Octarine, right? This is a less greedy build-up where you get the combat ability faster, but obviously you lose out on a lot of value of getting Octarine early, so you can use your Midas more often and just keep the gold flowing. And Aster haven't really got much benefit out of his BKB. That's the problem. They haven't really been fighting much, so in the end, maybe should have just gone for the Octarine.
Lotus now up for Whisper, so XXS has to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, now they can throw him in with a lot more confidence because he has Kaya-Sange for the status assist and he has the Lotus. So it feels a lot better to be swung into the mix by C-Smile. Here comes the smoke from EG. Want to contest this. The Roche is what this game is about. Won't be up for a while though, but they don't know this.
They might spot Baboka here. XXS in the trees as well, just waiting for a target to jump Doom.
If he would Chakram these trees here, they might just win the game.
Well, they're going to do this first. It actually does connect onto Baboka, and they find the rest of Aster waiting in the trees. Monet's super low. He dies with BKB activated, but the Doom successfully used onto the Morphling. But he's just running away. XXX cannot catch up. I can't even say his name. He's so slow. Whisper doing the burst damage onto the Doom. The buyback from the Bloodseeker is even in this fight yet. And the Doom has now worn off. It's Sumail looks to be next on the list for EG. Finally pops his BKB. Means this fight kind of resets as
Monet.
Monet. It's a 1v5.
Okay.
He actually gets
All
the
right,
kill
buddy.
and heals. The Timbersaw's next on his death list. Panda's next. That's basically 3 kills for Monet. Bloodright's actually going to connect here. But the disarm comes out. So a soft reset from Aster. As C-Smile bought back into the game.
What a straight up godly play call from Monet.
He just went ham.
How did he decide that that was possible? He didn't have BKB. He just Mjolnired and chucked himself in there and it worked wonders. He got the 2 kills. They forced buybacks. This effectively turns into a draw when it looks like EG were running them over. That was crazy. If he gets caught by anything there, they might just lose the game, but he just went full on Hail Mary in that moment and wow. Very impressive stuff.
Yeah, that's
That
without
was
the BKB.
not safe at all to do what Monet just did there. But I think it just caught EG off guard as well. They were not expecting that play.
Yeah.
You're going to see the replay of it here. So this looks really, really bad for the side of Aster. Obviously, Sumail being forced out, but Monet with the Mjolnir. Look at that damage. Just
Healing
in their
so
faces,
much.
getting those heals. One more for the road. It looks calm as a cucumber in the meantime as well. That's a saying, right?
It is.
Why is a cucumber calm?
I mean, is
Is
it
it
not?
literally just, we had to come up with a noun that starts with C.
Yep. It's very original.
Oh,
Bakaz into the pit, but we see Aster is smoked. This is the Aegis and Cheese.
They have Doom this time.
They do have Doom. Roche is only at half HP. I think Aster can contest this if they get here.
Fast. They're taking their time.
They are delaying it a little bit, but Boca, okay, they scouted out with the power shot. Ignite comes out. Oh, there she gets the stun. The Sumail, he gets the cheese. He gets the snatch on the Bakaz. He still gets it after all of that. Oh no, for Aster, they pop the BKBs, and now the call is to run away, but the shackle onto 2, and now that's a dieback on Monet. What a disaster for Aster. It rhymes and everything. Oh my goodness. Sumail, he has the cheese. That's all. I mean, they got Roche and the cheese, but not the Aegis. He was not prepared. He has 2 neutrals in his inventory. Oh boy. No space to pick anything up.
They see Sumail.
Radiant's courier has been
Yep, held back off. All
I
right.
do see him. You're
No,
right.
I thought they were still going to go for it maybe with a gobble up. Nice bounty runes for the Dire. So, oh my god, that was like so incredible and so terrible at the same time for Aster. That was a really good Earth Spike. I think it was
Yeah.
a stolen Rubik Earth Spike that
That was amazing.
stunned up Pakaz and set that up. And then Sumail with only 1 inventory slot misclicks and gets the cheese instead of the Aegis. Then gets controlled and the Aegis goes on Pakaz and that fight just turns on its head. They panic and Monet gets killed off very early in the fight, doesn't get to snowball. Oh, what could have been. That would have been such a great YouTube clip. I mean, it probably still is, to be fair.
It is. That still
One
is.
way or the other.
Well, one silver lining is Doom was not used.
look at this here.
So we're going to see the replay here.
Pichu, their nice Earth Spike. Sumail blinks in, gets the cheese,
Oh my
gets
God.
stunned.
Pakaz was at super low HP, then he waveformed Satanics. Now
Yeah.
back to full. Looking for their second set of racks because the bottom is now gone. Lincoln's pop. There's a telekinesis. Pakaz just wants to finish this and back away and maintain this Aegis advantage that he picked up 5 seconds after Roche died.
Aster still have cheese, though.
They do.
They're going to need it.
They're going to need that block of cheese. They're going to get out of this one.
Yeah, we've seen that so much this tournament. Very high win rate.
Probably does have pretty high win rate, actually.
100% or 0%, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, true.
What's your perspective on that? If an item has never been purchased, what's its win rate? 0 or 100?
It's a 0.
Okay, that's a very negative outlook of you.
I mean, that's just factually correct.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but
2 sets of racks for EG. Plenty of time with this Aegis. Now they just need to collect themselves after the game. Man, if he gets that Aegis, what happens?
This could
they
be a
stay in the
totally
fight.
different
They don't
story.
BKB TP.
yeah.
Man.
That's a very, very different story. They might even kill the Morph because they can't commit on him after that since they know he has Aegis. Otherwise, that could have turned into a kill attempt. Yeah. Sometimes it's the little things. One click of a mouse button, a little bit to the left.
Oh, Tormentor time. EG
Oh, yeah.
very good at doing this. Who gets it this time? I think it's Ogre or Morph, perhaps?
Snap.
Okay, not even close.
Yep. Well, Morph is top net worth, and they don't have.
Surprised that C-Smile didn't have this already, honestly. He's very farm, but...
Why buy it when you can get it for free?
Yep. It's all about efficiency. I mean, he even has the Philly Stone. Hey, we got it. Okay, okay. Guys, don't panic, everybody.
We got what? Oh, the eggs.
Aghanim Scepter
I
on Whisper.
A block of cheese. When
No,
it's
not
like
the... Who gives a shit about the cheese? I'm lactose intolerant, for God's sake. We have the Aghanim Scepter on Whisper. Gobble up time. They have to time it. They have to do this correctly, even though they're winning big time here. They have to.
Yep, I'm waiting eagerly for him to cast it pre.
Yeah, they should just do it blind.
I think he would rather have it when he comes in.
They should just do this blind while Pakaz works on the buildings.
Oh, Hex
There's
from
the
Matthew!
jump. Sumail, okay, Whisper. He gets thrown in. No reactive armor, though. All right, attempt number 2 coming now. The Rupture's down. They got the Finger of Death. That's going to be enough with the Scatter Blast to take out Baboka. No buyback, but there's the Doom.
He has Aegis.
It's AoE. But yeah, the Aegis is going to help out quite a bit. He's just going to stand his ground for the time being. Impale is there as well. Matthew sucking everybody dry. Now the Timber Saw is in a bit of trouble. I'm not even sure if he's used his Ags yet. He gets cookied back in. There's the Aghanim Scepter. Will this do the burst damage that we all hope for? 2 seconds, 1, and nothing. Very underwhelming as expected. 3 dead for Aster. And now the buildings should fall as EG looking like they're going to take this 2-1. As this will certainly be mega creeps. There's still a range Rax in mid, but that'll go down very swiftly. Without Bloodseeker and Doom for 40+ seconds. They still had the cheese, by the way. Have yet to use it. Saving that one for the next game.
And in an absolutely shocking development, Morphling and Timber
GG's call.
will win the video game Dota 2 once again. Great game from EG, you gotta say, though.
Yeah.
Just,
Well played.
this is the expected result.